Good evening. This is Doc Severson for the Ready Set Crypto OMNIA trade of the day for Tuesday, the 9th of February. Looking at Bitcoin versus the US dollar, we have already exceeded the expected move into the end of the month that we just calculated on Sunday. So this thing is on fire. And this is that, as they say, exogenous event. It was Elon Musk buying some billion and a half of Bitcoin. Thank you very much. Now we're once again into exhaustion on a very similar movement to this. So I don't think we're going to have to consolidate for the next month and a half again like this one was, because of the fact that we had BTC into that was a weekly swing. It was a huge weekly swing that was in serious exhaustion. So as long as we put in a nice little high and tight pattern here, maybe oscillating between 45 to 47 or so, this would do it a lot of good to just consolidate and stair step higher. So we need to build this from the inside out with the daily chart, which is in exhaustion now, going into a little high and tight pattern. And again, what we might see is a retest of this breakout level at about 42,000. That would actually be pretty good at this level. So if we want to look for a pullback to either accumulate or maybe sell puts, and right now selling puts against the 30,000 level seems to be the way to go. Ethereum is doing the same thing. So we're just kind of grinding higher for that. Now, as we look across the top 20, a big surprise here is Binance coin. Apparently, Binance must be doing well because this is just a utility coin to save fees on their exchange. So obviously they're getting a lot of volume in through Binance again, so good for them. And across the board, we're seeing, really in the top 20, we're seeing a very nice movement here. And to me, this is what alt season is like. Alt season is when we have the top 20 versus the US dollar moving like this. If we go into actual altcoins that are moving versus BTC, we see some pretty good numbers here. We're starting to see some of these doing okay, but again, they're just dealing with the weight of having Bitcoin just exploding to the upside. So a lot of these altcoins are just kind of laying about on the ground, rolling around in the gutter, trying to establish uptrends, but they just can't get past BTC. So in my mind, the alt season is when we get the top 20 to take off like this. And we're seeing just about all of the top 20 blowing up, exploding, doing really well. Like Cardano yesterday was just super strong over the last few days. Here we have Polkadot moving well, just about everything. So just throw your money in and watch it go up at this point. It's almost like going to one of those trout ponds, if you will. We've had DeFi doing really well as well too. So if we look at the DeFi list, we have SNX exploding higher today. AAVE consolidating really nicely up at the top of a flagpole. Let's give it a few more days. MakerDAO has been strong. Another consolidation up here, comp versus USD. That's good. Uniswap has also been strong. Setting up a consolidation. Again, the consolidations are never a bad thing when they build up enough energy for the next explosion. I want to finish out today by going back to the log chart, and the log chart on the monthly chart of BTC versus US dollar really shows that we're just getting started with, if you look at the linear chart right now, everybody's saying, whoa, this is a much bigger move on BTC than what we had back in 2016 through 2018. So this move back here, obviously, moved from 200 approximately up to 20,000. And so you can look at this going from about, 3,000 up to 48,000 is a much bigger move. But on the log scale, it is not. And this is why I think we have so much more potential to move to the upside. Keep this as your North Star. Understand how this works out as your North Star so you can keep strong hands all the way through this move. That's it for today's report. Thanks for listening. See you tomorrow.